Once upon a time, there was a man named Ethan, an experienced sailor with years of navigating the seas under his belt. He had always felt at home on the water, the vast blue stretching endlessly before him, the wind in his face, and the rhythm of the waves beneath his boat. Ethan had sailed through storms, charted unknown territories, and had a deep respect for the ocean. But nothing could have prepared him for the journey that would change his life forever. Ethan had set out on what was supposed to be a simple solo voyage across the Pacific Ocean. It was a challenge, no doubt, but he had been preparing for it for months. His boat, the Serene Wind, was stocked with all the necessary supplies: food, water, navigation equipment, and emergency gear. The weather reports had been favorable, and everything seemed to be in his favor as he left the harbor. The first week of the journey was smooth, even enjoyable. Ethan spent his days navigating by the stars, the sun, and his charts, while at night he would sit on the deck and marvel at the vastness of the ocean. There was something profoundly calming about being so far from land. But on the 9th day, everything changed. It started with a distant rumble on the horizon. Ethan had seen storm clouds before, but these were different, darker, heavier, and rolling in faster than anything he had encountered. Within hours, the sky turned black, and the wind began to howl. The ocean, once so calm and welcoming, had become a ferocious beast. Towering waves rose up, crashing down on the small boat, tossing it around like a toy. Ethan fought to keep control of the Serene Wind, his hands gripping the wheel with white-knuckled determination. He had been through storms before, but this was unlike anything he had experienced. The waves were relentless, and the wind screamed in his ears, drowning out all other sound. He knew he had to keep the boat steady, or he risked capsizing. For hours, he battled the storm, his body aching with exhaustion. The rain pelted down, cold and sharp against his skin, and his visibility was reduced to almost nothing. All around him, the sea raged. At one point, a wave larger than the rest came crashing down on the boat, knocking Ethan off his feet. He scrambled to regain his footing, but before he could, another wave hit. His boat had been thrown off course. The navigational equipment was soaked, malfunctioning. His radio, his only connection to the outside world, was dead. Alone in the heart of the storm, Ethan realized with a sinking feeling that he was lost. He had no idea where he was, or how far off course the storm had thrown him. As quickly as it had come, the storm passed, leaving the ocean eerily calm once again. But now Ethan found himself adrift in an endless expanse of water with no landmarks, no sense of direction, and no way to communicate. His boat had taken on water, but it was still afloat. However, without working equipment, he was at the mercy of the ocean's currents. Days turned into weeks. The food and fresh water he had stocked began to run low. At first, he rationed carefully, confident that he would find land or be rescued. But as the days dragged on, his hope began to fade. The sun beat down mercilessly during the day, while the nights were cold and filled with the haunting sounds of the ocean. His mind began to play tricks on him. At times, he thought he saw land on the horizon, only for it to vanish when he got closer.